Alrighty, guys, welcome back to the next episode of FTB Revelations. So, as promised, between episodes, we have a house. It is the start of a house, but it is a house. So as you can see, if I go ahead and open our map, our old base was over here. I took everything but our Tinker Smeltery. Um, Basically, our Nether portal still links up there for some reason. I can't get it to not link up there, so I just left our smeltery there, and we have moved over into a mystical forest. And I really like this area because, number one, I really like the water in these areas. You can see the kind of dark blue water there. And it's got some really cool features, like we got some big hills on the sides. And so basically, I just moved everything over here. I'll have to cut this. But yeah, so basically I just moved everything over here. We do have the start of the entrance to our house area. But I want to do a couple things before I get kind of more in depth in this. Right now it's just kind of a little box that I've decorated. We got some nice slants from Block Craftery. I used a Block Craftery door and painted it with glass. And I don't know, it just kind of looks cool. But I need to get a little bit of infrastructure down before we kind of decide if we want to go like with an elevator system or if we just want to make it into that hill, what we want to do. So we're going to get into some refined storage. And the reason I wanted to get into refined storage is we have a lot of shit that I have collected that I'm tired of going through crates. So refined storage is pretty simple to get into. Basically, you need three things. You need silicon, you need processor binding, and you need quartz enriched iron. So silicon is easy enough. Basically, you smelt quartz, any type of quartz, and you get silicon. Processor binding is string and any slime ball, and quartz enriched iron is 3 iron and a quartz. Pretty simple. So, just on the off chance, if you've never used refined storage, I know I used it in my last series. I'll just go through it pretty quick. You're going to need a controller, which is a machine casing, and then you're going to need a processor. So we'll go ahead and get this smelting over here. Okay, and now we have a controller. So, this works a little different than Applied Energistics. Your processors, as you can see, were pretty easy to make. I'm actually going to make like 5 of each here. And we'll get those smelting. But basically, all you need is you need the controller, you need a disk drive, and you need some disks, and then your grids are pretty simple. It's, again, just using your processors. So let's go ahead and grab basic, and we'll grab a couple improved here, and then we should be able to go ahead and make another machine casing. We're actually going to need, let's go ahead and make 2 of those. And then we'll go ahead and make a disk drive once I get these processors. And we need a chest. Any type of chest will work. So there's our disk drive. And then we need a grid, which we need construction cores, which are simple enough to make. We need a construction core, and we need a destruction core. That'll give us a grid, and then we'll turn that into a crafting grid. That's your basic setup for refined storage. So, the next thing I want to get into is we're going to need a pattern grid. So, we're going to need, again, we're going to need one of these. We're going to need one of these. One of these. That'll get us a grid. and then we can make it into a pattern grid, like so. And now we can go ahead and make some storage disks. So, this doesn't have the add-on for refined storage, so the highest you can go, I believe, is 64K. We're just gonna, I think we're gonna do, say, 3, we should be able to do, so we can do 2 of them. Why can we only do 2 of those? Oh, because we're out of glass. Okay. I thought I had more glass. I do have more glass. 2, so that'd be 1. So this should get us up to a 16K drive. 3. I think that'll be, I'm probably going to need more of them. Come to think of it. I think I am. Yeah, because I need 3. Why is that not working? Because I put silicon in it, not the processors. Okay, and now we should have a 4K, which we can actually, yeah, we're going to need 2 more of these. So we're going to need, yeah, give me 6. I don't think that's going to be enough. We're going to need 2 more, actually. So we're going to need more silicon, I think. Yes. So that means we need to smelt some more quartz. Okay. So that'll get us 1 more of these, and then this should be enough to get us 4 more processors. And we're just going to go ahead and smelt all that quartz. Once it gets, we'll let it go through. So, the next thing with this is we need to kind of think how we want to do this. And I need 3 of those. I need 3 of these. Perfect. So this has to be hooked up to power, our controller does, and then everything kind of needs to connect to it, or we can use cabling to connect it. And the cabling is pretty cheap from this mod, which is a good thing. We need 1 storage housing, and there's a 16K part. So, the way these work is, as you can see, it's 16,000 items, and so there's not a type limit like what's on Applied Energistics, which just, it makes life so nice. So, we're going to go ahead and break all of this. And we're going to go ahead and, for now, I don't really use this anymore. We're just going to go ahead and break this. And for the time being, we're just going to do, I guess we'll do this for the time being. Yeah, this will work. And then we just need to give that power with some cabling. This is going to look jank no matter how I do it. And then that needs to be set to orange, and that gets power, and now we can pull this in here, and we can fill this full of items. So, we can take everything inside of here and dump it all in our drives. And this is like the greatest feeling ever inside of modded Minecraft, is when you go to having digital storage. Because this makes life so nice. So, and as you can see, we have like 4,000 items. But, again, that was 4,000 items inside of crates that I no longer have to worry about. And the great thing is, we can empty every one of these drawers. So, I was going to do this off camera, but I'm already this close to having it done, so we should be done here in just a second. There. Now, the next thing I want to get into, which is kind of a weird step right off the bat, is I wanted to get into Draconic Evolution because there's the Draconium chest, and this is kind of cool. It kind of acts like a smeltery. It doubles ores, and you can, I don't know, it's just kind of cool. But in order to get into it, we'll have to get into fusion crafting. So I think we're gonna save that for a while, actually. I was gonna do it, and then I realized that refined storage hadn't had a, like none of the recipes have been changed, so it's pretty easy to do refined storage in this pack. So I think we're just gonna stick with refined storage for now. So I still want to get in Draconic Evolution for a couple reasons. The main one is the dislocators. So this is pretty cool. Basically these act like teleporters. And oh, wait, that's fucking Wyvern. Never mind. Okay, we're not going to get into that mod just yet, because I didn't realize that that was Wyvern level. Nice. So, fuck it. Let's get into auto-crafting then. If I can't do what I want to do, then we're going to get into a little bit of auto-crafting. So, first thing you want to make a pattern. Then you want to teach it how to make patterns. And then we need a crafter. So we need to make one of these. Now, this can be placed pretty much anywhere. For now, I'm going to stick it there. I'm going to put our pattern in. And I'm going to say, make us 10 patterns. And you can see we don't have enough glass. So, that's kind of how auto crafting works if you've never seen it. It's pretty simple, actually. What I want to do, I guess, I'm going to take a cut here. I want to work on our base some more. And now that I think about it, I'll probably get into Botania pretty early. Botania is going to be kind of nice, actually, if I think about it, because Botania will give us a really nice sash, which is the Sojourner's Sash from Botania. So we're going to need to get into Botania to make the runes. It should be Earth and Air. Yes. So I'm going to bust through Botania kind of early. If you've never seen Botania, if you go back on my last series on All the Mods 6, I went pretty in-depth in Botania on there. So that'll show you kind of what Botania is. It's a really cool magic mod, but it's very hard to get started out in. So I'm going to work on that and probably get a little bit better base going on, and maybe come up with something for power generation, because right now this is just not working. So alrighty guys, so I'm back and a lot of things has changed. So we got into Botania, but in order to get in Botania, I kind of needed to make a mob farm because I needed bone meal. I did this off camera just because if you've seen one Cursed Earth mob farm, you've seen them all. So basically, this is just a giant cobblestone box with Cursed Earth and vector plates. It's absolutely nothing special. It goes down into a couple of vacuum hoppers, which feed into crates, which then feed into another crate, and I'm trashing some of the stuff. So, Pretty simple. This is set up for next episode. I went ahead and got this started. This is just a rubber plant from Industrial Foregoing. If you don't know how this works, I'll go over this more next episode. So, Botania. Starting out, I'm going to run it down real quick. Petal Apothecary, you make pure daisies. You put stone or wood around pure daisies, you get living rock or living wood. You then make endo flames to start off with. You feed them any combustible material. I'm using spruce wood because it's cheap and I can get a lot of it. Couple mana spreaders, couple mana pools. I have 2 sets here because I have sparks on this set to feed into a TerraSteel agglomeration plate, which is how you make TerraSteel. Give me just a second, sorry. Runic Altar is how you make the runes. You have to have runes to make a TerraSteel agglomeration plate. So, that is simple enough. You have to have one each of the runes, and I wanted to make the runes anyway because I wanted the Sojourner Sash. This allows me to walk up. It gives me step assist, lets me run a little bit faster and jump a little higher. Also made a Band of Mana because it has to run off of mana. Everything in Botania uses mana. So, next thing we're going to do, and I'm going to do this together, is once you make TerraSteel, you need 1 TerraSteel in order to make it. It's simple enough. You put, I have to have the book, let's see, I think it's Mana Diamond, Mana Pearl, yeah, it's a Pearl, Ingot, and Mana Diamond, in case you don't know how to make these. It's simple enough. Diamonds, Mana Diamond is Diamond, Pearl is Pearl, Iron is Mana Steel, and Gunpowder is Mana Dust. So I will show you real quick. In case you don't know how to make these, basically you take one of these items, you chuck it into a pool of mana, it turns into the Botania perspective. Next, you notice I have I have 3 extra TerraSteel. That is because I want to make a Terra Truncator, which is the axe from Botania. So this is a really cool axe. We're gonna need 2 sticks. We're gonna need a little bit of glowstone. And we're going to be able to make the Terra Truncator. We actually need 1 more TerraSteel, and I remembered that because I wanted to do this together, and I always forget the recipe for this. I've done it 1,400 times. Pearl, Diamond, so Pearl, Diamond, and Steel. So I need another Ender Pearl. We're actually going to do 8 of them. So, just in case you guys have never seen it, I will really quickly show you how you make TerraSteel. It costs about a half a pool's worth of mana to do it. We should have enough. As you can see, once you put all the items on there, it makes a really cool animation. I'm going to put the rest of the stuff up. We'll dump these pearls back in here. So, it's playing the animation. We're almost out of mana. Okay? That is fine. I'm going to cheater bitch this a little bit. I have a mana tablet here. Let's just do this for now. Just so it hurries up. Boom. There we go. We got our TerraSteel. So, I have this mana tablet because what we're going to do next. So, let's go ahead and make our axe, our Terra Truncator, which is one of the best axes in the mod. And I guess I can show you real quick what it does. Let's get 4 of these. Let's get a little bit of this. Basically, it's a really nice axe for chopping down trees. You left click and everything pops. So, cool thing is it doesn't really have durability, which is the plus side of the lumber axe that I've been using from Tinker's is I have to repair it. So, next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be making the Alfheim portal. So the portal to Alfheim, it's pretty simple. You need 1 TerraSteel to make the portal. So you use 3 to make the core, and then you use the other 6 to make Natura pylons. So let's go ahead and visualize this. I have a little thing set up. We're going to put it right here. And then we're just going to go off of the build guide here. So, We need... Pretty sure we need the core. There's wood, wood. Should be wood, glimmering wood, normal wood. And then we have the same pattern repeat. There we go. Portal is complete. Now, in order to start this, we're going to need 2 mana pools, one on each side. Doesn't really matter where exactly you place them. To be honest, I think I'm going to place mine a little closer here. I think I'm going to put mine here and here. Put your Natura pylons there, and then this is what I have the mana tablet for. So it costs mana to activate the portal, and then you need a little extra to keep it running. It doesn't use mana over time, you just have to basically kickstart it in a sense. So let's get some mana in both of these. I should have enough here. If not, we'll go get... Yeah, we'll go get a little more. My general rule of thumb is the first line. Okay. Let that empty. We'll empty this one. And this should be enough mana to run this. Perfect. So, right-click the core. As you can see, it used a little bit of mana, so that'll kind of show you how much you need. First thing is first. Now, I have the Akashic Tome, so I don't actually want to throw this in. I actually want to make another book, which is the Lexica Botania, which is simple enough. It's a book with any sapling. And it crashes your game. I totally forgot about that. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. And so, yeah, I kind of forgot that this is 1.12, and that crashes your game if you do it through a refined storage system. So, this is Lexica Botania. It's the same book as we had, other than that one was in the Akashic Tome. Back to what I was saying. First thing you always start through the Elven Gateway portal is Lexica Botania, and you get the upgraded version. Okay, this will then show you all the recipes that come from Alfheim. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a couple mana diamonds, a couple mana steel, and a couple mana powder. Okay, we're going to huck these through the portal here. We're going to get Dragonstone. I believe it's always a 2-to-1 recipe. Get Dragonstone, Elementium, and... what? Dragonstone, Elementium, and what was the other one? Huh. But anyway, this is what you can use to make the pickaxes. Or the upgraded armor, sorry. It also lets you make some different stuff inside of Botania. So the thing that doesn't really has always been weird to me. So the Terra Truncator is made with Terra Steel, but there's nothing really made from Elementium. Like, there's no real, like, OP items. Like, I mean, yeah, you can make the axe, but it doesn't do the same thing as the Terra Steel one. Same with the pickaxe. So the Elementium pickaxe is just basically I think a diamond level pickaxe, whereas the Terra Shatterer, actually you can upgrade it, which is kind of cool. I don't know why that you can put that to that. I don't know what that does, but the Terra Shatterer is pretty cool. So you can it's actually an upgradable pickaxe. You can see there's different tiers. And basically, it starts at D, goes to C, B, A, S, S, S. And basically, you throw it in a pool of mana, and it collects mana and upgrades. And it turns into, basically like a hammer or a drill. So it starts out as 1x1, then 3x3, 5x5, 7x7, 9x9, 11x11. So I'll probably end up making one of them, just not really today. So let's go ahead and let's make 3 more drawers here. Okay. So we can actually now upgrade our band of mana to the greater band of mana, which costs a Terra Steel. We can also upgrade our sash using 2 Elementium ingots and a Gaia Spirit. And so the Guardian of Gaia fight's kind of cool. I don't know if I'm going to do it this episode or not, because I need to work on some better mana production before we get really deep, really any deeper into Botania. And like I said, next episode we're going to get kind of more into technical mods. So probably between episodes, I'm probably going to upgrade our sash and, our band of mana. I don't know if I showed you guys this, but I made a portal charm and an item dislocator from. So the portal charm's dark utilities. It just basically lets you instant go through portals, and then the item dislocator is a magnet, but I can turn it on and off because I got tired of our other magnet always picking up our Botania stuff. So, what I'm going to work on, I guess, for the rest of this episode here, is I need to work. Oh yeah, by the way, you can't actually walk through this portal. It's not a real dimension. I need to work on some better mana production. So we actually have access to some better generating flora. Let me get away from that so I can hear. So right now we're using Endoflames. Another good one that we now have access to is Kekameris. Basically, it's a flower that eats cake. I used it in all the mod 6. It's Pixie Dust, which is mana pearls through the Alfenheim portal. That is the other one that I needed. That's the other. It's there we go. That's the other one. We're just gonna do a stack of these. I think we'll get 8 back. No, we get. Oh, it's a 1-to-1. Nice. Yeah, so this is the other one. Kekameris, sorry. There's a Shulk Me Not, which are kind of cool. There's a Bellathorn, which I think the Bellathorns, oh yeah, that's one of the ones that does damage. We should have a new chapter in generating flora. Yeah. So, the Dandelion, basically this is just a really weird one. Gormalaeus, that's just kind of eats shit. It's just funny, you can feed it stuff. Hydrogees, those are just, they basically suck up water in a 3x3. Munchdew, these eat leaves. Rose Arcana is experience. Shulk Me Not, levitation. And Thermalily is the lava version of the Hydrogees. So, if I can figure out a way to do the Kekameris, I'll probably do that. This is a man-made flowers, so basically you make flowers in the Petal Apothecary. You would essentially make Endoflames and then feed it Endoflames, is essentially what it's saying. But I think there's a really nice way. There used to be a really nice way to make cake. I'm trying to remember. So that's not a problem. The milk. We should be able to get milk from. Oh. Oh. Huh. Okay. Well, that's one way. Basically, we can get milk from a cow in a jar. Sugar's easy. We have a sugar cane farm. Eggs, I basically had to trap some chickens in a box, and then wheat is simple enough. So I'll probably make a couple of these off camera here, just to see. I can't remember how well they work, like if it's worth it. But I'll work on that off camera, and then probably gonna call it for this episode because I think this episode's going on like 15-20 minutes long. So I know it was kind of short, but I've done Botania 100 times. It's always the same. It's super slow to start out, and then once you get into Alfenheim, basically you're done. You fight the Guardian of Gaia, and then you can get the rings of, the Ring of Thor, the Ring of Odin, and the Ring of Loki, which do different things. The only other item that I would want is the Ring of Magnetization, but I kind of like our item dislocators, so I'll probably end up making a Terra Shatterer, and that'll be our main pickaxe because they're unbreakable. And then we have the what is the other Pyroclast Pendant? That'll be another one that I make because that'll make us immune to fire. Other than that, there's potions inside of Botania, but I've never really been a fan of potions because there's always other amulets and stuff you can wear that kind of do the same thing. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, comment down below, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next video where we get into industrial foregoing. And we got a lot of plastic to make.